Xelrog.
Welcome to episode zero.
Yes.
of our podcast.
The fourth seat.
The fourth seat.
Our Fourth Seat Studios podcast, and what we're doing here is we're gonna have a little probably bonus episode. It's probably gonna come out, sometime after the first episode, maybe the second episode. I don't know yet.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Maybe the fourth.
Maybe. Who knows? This is a pre-production recording, so we
have not recorded a single episode of Bleach abridged yet.
No, we have not. We are in the process of doing that. So this is a very, very early look at what we're getting into.
Probably recording the week after.
Yes.
Because we're going to be taking a look at one of the recording.
Yes. Next week we are looking at our recording location, and then the week after that we will do the first 4 episodes recording, which will certainly not be out by the time this comes out, most likely, probably. No promises.
No promises.
That's our motto. We make no promises.
So, why we chose Bleach for an abridged series?
There's a lot to make fun of.
Yeah, as far as anime goes, I like it, but I'm not willing to defend it. It's not well written.
No, it's something we both enjoy, but at the same time, there's a lot to work with there.
Yeah, the scripts, as far as we know, we are probably going to make a couple of changes to them.
A couple, yes.
I don't think... How many scripts are done?
3.5.
3.5. Yeah. Oh, man. Especially the first arc. The first arc...
It's pretty slow.
It drags. And
yeah. We're trying to get to the Soul Society as quickly as possible.
As quickly as... We had to excise... We excised Cone's episode. We excised the entirety of the Parakeet episode.
Yeah, that was a little unnecessary for the plot. But
yeah.
let's not give too much away, because remember, these episodes haven't aired yet.
These episodes aren't... Well, then it's going to be past episode 4.
Yeah, we're not going to get into too many details of the upcoming plot, hopefully.
Oh, man. Yeah, so...
Because we know none of you have actually seen Bleach. Spoiler alert.
Bleach. It's over. The anime is ended.
It is.
So, which means we have a definite ending point.
We do. Well, the manga is still ongoing. And we've already talked about ideas for the arcs that aren't in the anime but are still going on in the manga. Hopefully they get animated in some OVA or something. That's sure to come, right?
I hope so.
Bleach Shippuden is on the way.
Bleach Shippuden.
Bleach.
Bleach.
It's the undead version of Bleach. This one's about hollows.
No, the thing is that I really hope they do animate the last arc.
I do, yes. We have a lot riding on it, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a lot written in for it.
It's like you're leading up to World War II, but you don't actually have the Nazis.
Oh, we even talked about the potential of doing like an abridged manga,
because
it's probably not going to happen, but if worst came to worst, we could always do, like, image editing. Just cut out text bubbles, replace them with new text.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know the legality of that. I'm sure it's legal.
It's probably as legal as abridged series are.
Well, gray area, then.
Yeah. We're, on the topic of the... So by the time this comes out, the channel's going to have been rebranded. We'll be Fourth Seat Studios, and
one way or another, we'll either rename our channel that we have now, or we'll make a new channel.
Yes, Jack and Xelrog Jax is no more, and if you've never heard of it, join the club.
Yeah, I think at most we had like 30 subscribers.
Somewhat decent amount, not a YouTube celebrity amount.
No, the most we had for like a video was like 500 for Awesome Nuts.
Yeah, but we still do plan on doing, Let's Plays and little fun videos and this podcast series here and there on the new channel.
The videos were fun. I enjoyed doing the videos.
Yeah. And Eli's interested in them too.
Awesome.
We have our Rukia actress, I believe.
Yes.
There's also Karin Kurosaki. A few other voices we've allocated to her. Mm-hmm. And
she's one of our only...
Yes, sadly we only have 2 female voice talents, but we've spread them pretty evenly. We have... What do we have? We have Washugul Otaku is our Ichigo, and he's doing 5 male character roles, but 2 of them are Keigo and Mizuhiro, so they don't count. And then you have me and you, and we have another 2 voice actors. So each of us have 3 roles. We don't know what names they're using yet.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's just funny because for the longest time when we were doing Final Casting, we didn't have an Ichigo.
No.
And that was kind of a problem, as Ichigo is kind of the focus of Bleach.
A bit, yes.
So-
he was one of the last roles to be cast, was Ichigo.
Yes, and I was pushing for what's his name he's going by?
Washugal Otaku.
Yeah, because I know him by his real name.
Yeah.
Otaku. I was pushing for him to be Ichigo, and you're like, I don't know.
I mean, he's not a bad Ichigo. I thought we could have, looked around, found someone maybe who matched a little better, but Johnny Young Bosch is surprisingly hard to match.
It's weird.
Yes.
If we ever do a Code Geass abridged, we're gonna have problems again.
Well, that one will be able to be hammy in, though.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun.
Everybody has to be hammy. Just like in Attack on Titan, where everybody has to be angry.
We're talking about too many abridged series before we've even started Bleach abridged.
Yeah.
We talked about Code Geass abridged. We talked about a One Piece abridged. Not None Piece. That was terrible.
Oh, don't burn down
right.
people. Although I will say, Scottish Luffy was a weird choice.
Scottish 40-year-old Luffy.
Scottish 40-year-old Luffy. If you can't do the voice, you can't do the voice.
And that's what we're trying to balance. Is we both watch and enjoy Dragon Ball Z abridged.
For sure.
We're not gonna hide that, and that's definitely the standard that we're trying to go for.
Yeah, we're trying to be professional because
they're a very professionally done series, comparatively, and. Yeah, I noticed watching them, they don't really change a whole lot in characters.
Not really.
They make very slight exaggerations.
Only exception was Mr. Popo.
There are a few. Or they did some creative changes, but for the most part, it's just taking the material on the show and tweaking it very slightly. Yeah. And that's more or less what we're trying to go for, but even so, trying to hold back, we've still gone a lot further than that, making changes.
I think the thing is that Dragon Ball Z is a very insane series. A lot of crazy
implying
stuff
that
happens.
Bleach isn't.
Well, at least Bleach, they're trying to posit that Bleach takes place in the real world.
Okay, that is
using
true.
Japan, which is kind of a
that's not something that Dragon Ball or One Piece suffers from.
Yeah, it takes place in a. I don't know. One Piece does have a moon.
It does, yes. And
I guess Dragon Ball Z.
Do they call it Earth in One Piece?
I don't know. They call it Verth.
They call it Verth.
It's Verth.
And Eneru goes to the moon.
That's the only way. Eneru built a spaceship that looked like a golden gondola.
It somehow made it fly despite being made of solid. We're giving so many spoilers right now.
Just tag podcast spoiler alert. But Bleach has insane. Does Bleach have insane moments like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
You remember Kenpachi's entrance in the first movie?
He cut us. He falls from the sky laughing while glowing. Something like that.
Something like that. Our lovely Kenpachi.
Glad I could be here.
You and Mayuri Kuratsuchi both. Oh, my Kuratsuchi's a little off.
Yeah, it's early in the morning. It's 11 o'clock.
It's early in your morning.
My morning. Just woke up. No, I didn't.
What are we talking about? What are we watching right now? We're watching One Piece.
We're watching One Piece. We're catching up with that.
Almost caught up.
We just passed Thriller Bark. I enjoyed that arc.
Yeah.
Castlevania arc. That was fun.
Should we tell them about the other thing we're watching?
Oh, no. I don't think we should tell them that
leave that one up to their imagination.
Yeah. We're watching Kill la Kill. I'm enjoying it.
That and Attack on Titan.
I'm enjoying that ironically.
Yeah,
everybody's
also
so angry in that series. Oh man, but it has Patrick Seitz.
It does. We have a lot of Patrick Seitz series going on right now.
One Piece has Patrick Seitz. Kill la Kill has Patrick Seitz.
Attack on Titan has Patrick Seitz, the angry drill sergeant.
I imagine all the Patrick Seitz characters waking up from each other's dream, just like, man, I had a dream that people were putting on clothes to gain power. It was weird.
They all dream of the other worlds they're in.
What the fuck? Whoa, what the hell? Those giants looked creepy.
Patrick Seitz coming to Kamuricon in Vancouver. Long past by the time this airs.
Long past.
Don't know if we'll be able to go yet. Would be nice. Get some inspiration for your Kenpachi and your Ishin. Jack also voicing Ishin.
My David Lodge was the better Kenpachi, as much as I like Patrick Seitz. But
yeah, they're both pretty good, but I do like Lodge's. He fit the role pretty damn well.
What else was Lodge in, by the way?
Lodge was the crazy old bug-eyed man in Paprika.
Oh yeah.
The one who went batshit crazy and jumped out a window.
Oh yeah. It was weird because he started and then I'm like,
he just kind of veered into La La Land.
and people were just watching like, oh, hold on, let's see how this plays out. I'm sure he has a point.
Somewhere down the line. Let's see, he was Jiraiya in Naruto.
Was he?
Yeah, he
was.
was.
Fuck, I gotta watch Naruto now.
Who else was David Lodge? I can't think of any off the top of my head. He's not in a whole lot of roles.
Oh man, it's a shame.
He has a great voice though. He's a great actor.
Very great actor.
Good enough
Him
that...
and Seitz, they both... The thing is that I'm not knocking Seitz as an actor. He's just a different kind of actor.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a great Frankie.
Yeah.
He's a terrific Frankie.
He's more angry psychotic than happy psychotic.
Oh, yeah.
But, no, Lodge wanted more money, and so they replaced his Kenpachi with Patrick Seitz, which, I mean, Lodge is a great actor, so I don't necessarily hold it against the guy. It's just kind of sad to see a role change in the middle of a show.
Indeed. Wasn't he also... Was it him that was that actor in How to Be a Serial Killer? Or was it...
No, that was Damian Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Taguro and Cell.
We do research on these things.
Yeah, at the very least, you can't argue. We don't know our voice actors. Yeah. Our English ones.
Our English ones. We don't know so much about Japanese ones. That's because
only know a handful.
We've... A lot of subbers are gonna hate us because that's the thing is that it's a challenge watching things subbed. Because your eyes have to
gravitate towards the bottom of the screen.
And that was the problem with another series we were watching was that, and especially if it's not professionally subbed, in which case it's kind of distracting when you see
typo every sentence. We've seen some bad ones.
Oh my god. I think the best one, which I don't think was intentional, it was just kind of a Freudian thing, was calling someone Sundra, like first part of Tsundere, and just splice it in with Tundra. Yeah. It was fucking hilarious.
The Tsundra guy.
Oh my god. Sundra.
By this point, anyone who doesn't know what series we're talking about, but has seen it, will probably recognize the reference.
Yes. Yeah, so
and we're still coming up on the best terrible sub in that show, but we're we try to balance between both audiences. We know the community in Bleach is there's a lot of dub fans and there's a lot of sub fans.
Yeah, I'm not knocking. If you like subbed, then that's just your flavor of anime.
Yeah, and I didn't care for the Japanese version of Bleach. There are some series that I do prefer in Japanese, but I saw a few episodes of Bleach, and everyone kind of sounded the same. They don't have the zany voices they do in the English.
That's the thing. Especially if you're acting in an anime, you kind of have to have your voices stand out and be zany, because that's the medium you're working with.
Yeah,
it's a shonen series. I mean, don't make it so that it's like high pitched when you're an ultra buff guy, but
not that that's unprecedented in Bleach.
It's not even unprecedented in anime. I think that was a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. That reminded me of Dan Green's other roles.
Oh, yes!
We had... What was it? We were in the...
We were in the car with
Washugal Otaku, yeah.
And another voice actor whom I can't wait to talk about because he's also really good.
Yeah, and we
were going to...
Short story, let's put some context first. Dan Green, the voice of Yugi Moto in the 4Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh!, was
in several
presumably
hentai.
Short for work at some point, because yes, he was in several hentai.
He was the most iconic one being
what? Was it Bible Black?
No, it wasn't Bible Black. It was Testament. Yeah, that was
Testament
the one.
was one, and Cool Devices he was in. I've seen all of these.
Of course you have.
And not only is he in them, but he uses the Pharaoh Yugi voice. You can absolutely tell it's him.
Probably for the people who watch it. Like, he just wants to fuck with people like, is that Dan Green? That's the fucking Pharaoh.
Yes, harder. And not only that, but in Testament, the one that he's, doing the do with is Dark Magician Girl.
Yes.
As well as 4Kids Luffy.
It's a 4Kids movie.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates!
Lie back.
I just gotta get the money first.
Lie back and think of the grand line, Luffy. Lie back and think of the grand line.
We go to a dark place.
So we were in the car with, it was you, me,
Washugal. Otaku.
Otaku, and
our other
the fourth guy whose name we can't really say here.
He'll go by his name. He seemed like I think he mentioned that.
Yeah, he said, he mentioned he would go by his name.
Yeah, so his Axel.
Axel Nolan.
Which sounds like a pseudonym already. People are going to see that in the credits and think, oh yeah, that's obviously a made-up name. But no, his name is actually Axel.
It's awesome. So we were in the car, we were talking about voice acting roles, and Dan Green came up.
Yes, he did,
and
as he does.
I'm like, oh, he was, I mentioned to him he was in a hentai, and how did he react? He was
Axel knew about it, I think.
Axel knew about it.
No,
Otaku didn't.
Yeah, Otaku was very surprised, and
yes.
then I was at the gas station pumping gas. Meanwhile, I hear you in the car pull out your phone and show him a clip, and he just bursts into screaming laughter.
It was the now cluck like a chicken line.
Oh yeah, the one of the weirdest lines in a hentai.
Yeah. Now cluck like a chicken.
What? And she does.
Very well. Oh man, voice acting is hilarious.
That and what was the other? Oh, what's White Snake's 9th album?
Which is
the weirdest line to hear in a hentai.
And the weirdest, the answer, slide it in. That's correct. It checks out.
And that came up in one of our, I think, was it Troll Tar? No, it was the Violator video of our Jack's channel. And
it was.
Just in case anyone wasn't sure what we were referencing there.
White Snake already
Whoever thought
like
hentai could be, informative.
White Snake sounds like a euphemism for a dick already.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it does more than sound like it.
Anyway,
back to Bleach.
So,
I kind of wish Dan Green was in Bleach, or in something.
What do you voice in Bleach?
He's got an awesome voice.
You think he
he's
would have used his Pharaoh
studio?
You think he would have used his Pharaoh voice for Yamamoto? Aizen or Yamamoto?
Dan Green as Aizen. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god, Pharaoh.
I will stand on that pinnacle that has not yet been reached. Something, Aizen. Myself being the voice of Aizen.
He's too good for the Sith. He'd look at the Sith and go, amateurs. Yeah, so the first arc of Bleach, which is what the season is about, is very boring.
Yeah.
As far as arcs go. As far as the bullshit insanity that goes on in seasons 2, 3, that will plan for seasons 2, 3, and 4 for the next 3 arcs.
Yeah.
It's very tame.
It's pretty low key the first season, which is why...
Which kind of sucks, is we need those crazy moments.
To draw the viewers, yeah. But, I mean...
This is the season when we're cutting an episode with a talking parakeet.
Yeah, it has its moments, but there aren't as many of them as season 2.
It starts very episodic.
Yeah, and we're going to get our taste of season 2 at the very end of season 1.
Yeah.
The party.
Oh yes, the party.
Not going to talk too much about that,
no,
but
we'll leave that. We'll leave that as
they'll know what we're talking about when it comes out.
Oh yes.
We're planning a first season of only probably about 8 episodes before they enter the Soul Society.
Yeah.
Because it's something we want to get to as quickly as possible, and it helps us get our feet in the water. Test the audience and work with editing for the first time and just put the whole thing actually together.
Yeah. Get workout kinks, get feedback, stuff like that. Good season. The first arc of any anime is a good test run, honestly.
Yeah.
That's true for a bridge series.
Well, in most shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have we done so far? We started out with writing writing the scripts, and then we did...
You do most of the writing of the scripts. You do all of it. I just look at it and go, it's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I suggest changes.
You're the reviewer and the co-writer when we're watching the show and think, hey, it wouldn't be funny if this happened.
Yeah, that's my extent of the writing.
Where most of the source material comes from.
Yeah.
We still got to get through We watched up through the end of the Soul Society arc in Bleach.
Yeah, we know what we're going to do with...
I've finished the series, and Jack is familiar with how the series plays out.
Yeah,
so
I know how it...
We do know where everything's going, but we're obviously rewatching it for material, as one must do.
Yeah, hindsight is always the best. Just,
yeah.
We know what we're doing with the review.
Yeah. So, okay, we wrote the script, and then we got a... we decided we want to keep... As much as possible, we want to keep voice talent local.
Yeah.
Because that'd be easier to control everyone's equipment and get everyone together for recording and everything.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a good idea because we got a lot of really good people.
Yeah, we got you and me, Axel, and Otaku, and our fifth guy.
Yeah. Let's call him the Carpenter because that's his day job.
Carpenter.
The Carpenter.
Otaku got 5 roles, and each of us got 3 for the first season.
Yeah.
And then we only had 2 actresses, one who I know from previous voice work, and another who was new to the... We did an open casting call in the area, and we got people that way. And so we have our 2 actresses, each with 4 roles each. So we got a pretty even division of roles in the first season, I think.
Yeah, I want to try to keep it that way so that everybody does the equal amount of work.
Yeah, we had... at least 3 casting calls, maybe 4 because people couldn't make it to various ones.
Yeah, but it ended up working out.
Yeah, and we also have a few more actors on hold because they couldn't make it to the final. After the casting calls, we had everyone get together for casting sessions to finalize who everyone's role would be. And
yeah,
that was
done over a weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that this last weekend, and we all got together and had dinners and such, but... No, we had a day for the men and a day for the women, and we got all the roles filled out for season 1. And as far as the women go, we got all of season 2 cast as well, I believe.
Yeah, we did.
But we didn't get to it for the men yet, so those are still going to be open.
Because
we were a little short on time.
Well, traffic in this area is awful,
especially
over a certain bridge.
We don't have to hide where we're at.
Yeah, we live near
common knowledge. Yeah, Portland is awful traffic.
We don't actually live in Portland. We live north of Portland.
Yeah, in Vancouver. Yeah,
and you cross the. It's weird because north of Portland, north of the river,
perfectly clear traffic.
When you hit immediately after you cross the bridge, traffic just.
It happens on the bridge. It just suddenly packed.
It's magic.
What was that series where elves control Oregon?
That was Shadowrun.
Shadowrun, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the elven magic being dicks to Portland traffic users.
Yeah, and it wasn't it was... Oh, man, Shadowrun. Magic with technology. That's a fun series.
Yeah.
Fun tabletop. So, anyway. Yeah, so you were running like an hour late, I think. So
yeah, there was... just everything went wrong that day.
Yeah.
But we got season 1 sorted out, and everything worked out for the best, and we have our recording space hopefully reserved for 2 weeks from today. So we're going to go and do the actual 4-episode recording, and then a few months down the line we'll have the next 4 episodes recording.
A few months down the line?
Well, I'm expecting a release rate of probably 1 episode per month. Maybe every 2 weeks.
1 per month?
Well, it's a season, is a year.
But an episode per... I was thinking like an episode per week, but...
That you severely underestimate the amount of work these things take. Especially since you're not doing any of it.
That's true.
Maybe every 2 weeks.
That sounds... Then we could have the outtakes for, like, stagger them. Just have and then outtake for the other week.
We have We still have that. I don't know if we're going to upload that blooper reel from our demo recording or not. That had some good stuff.
That was pretty good.
Do you want to put it in this video?
No.
No? All right.
Let's leave it to podcast stuff only, unfortunately. So yeah, once every 2 weeks, I guess.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Once a month.
We'll see how it works.
We never talked about a release schedule.
No, not yet. We still have to make the things first, and then rebrand the channel, and then do everything else that goes with that.
Logos.
Hopefully, maybe Eli will be our social media person, because she's done that before, but
yes, follow.
Not confirmed yet.
I don't use social media very much.
No, nor do I. Jack is extremely resistant to it.
Which is weird because I was pushing for it when we were still doing Jax. And but I just realized I don't really care about Twitter.
Yeah.
A lot of slap fights happen there, and it's so much. A lot of people take to it really easily, but I like having open conversate. I like having face-to-face chats, or at the very least voice.
Yeah.
I do voice. Maybe Instagram is the way to go, because you could just record like a 10-second clip of yourself doing stuff and just post it online.
Isn't Instagram like for images?
It's for images and videos, and like short videos.
You already know more about it than I do.
I do my research, I guess.
We got Eli is one of our actresses. I know her from previous voice work. I was in the.
You two worked under somebody, didn't
you? In Portland, they've got the Willamette Radio Workshop, and I worked with Sam Mowry, who is the voice of Kessler in Infamous, Arpeggio and Sly Cooper 2, and I think a few voices in Dota. I haven't played Dota, so I don't know those.
No, he's more than a few voices in Dota.
Yeah, he's
in Dota 2.
5 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
He was in Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, I think.
No, Dark Descent.
Oh, Dark Descent.
He might have been in Machine for Pigs. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, it was cool working with him. He was the first professional voice actor who I met, and definitely the first I worked with. So that was a fun opportunity.
Yeah,
a hell of an Orson Welles, that guy.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. He leans towards Orson Welles a whole lot.
He's a very Shakespearean fella.
Yeah, I met him in person at the Superman
show. Yes,
he was a nice guy.
I think that was the mayor of Vancouver was in that.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Mayor, was it the Vancouver?
I think it was Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Because we thought I thought the theater was in Portland. Turned out it wasn't. It was in Vancouver. I think it was the mayor of Vancouver, but we should probably start talking about Bleach again, huh?
Yeah, it's fine. No, this is the first season of Bleach. This is the problem. So what happens in the actual like first arc of Bleach, the Soul Society arc?
First episode, which is obviously out by now. Ichigo meets Rukia, gets his Soul Reaper powers.
Yes,
that's pretty much it.
And the thing, Ichigo, as far as shonen protagonist, he's not an idiot.
No, that's pretty rare.
That's refreshing but as a result, he's not fun.
No,
he's a very.
There's not a lot going on with him. He's our straight man character. He's our TN.
He's angsty.
A bit, yeah. I mean, we're not talking like Sasuke scale.
No, but he's still very just like, man, my mother's dead. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
His father is fun though.
Yeah.
But that's because he's voiced by Patrick Seitz.
Of course.
And he's got 2 sisters, one of which is Daria, the other of which should be in Kyon or
I guess.
Or
I think you remember My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Vaguely. I've watched.
For the longest time, I thought that Yuzu was voiced by that actress because they sound identical, but it's not her.
So, Rukia's an idiot.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
God.
She's not played up to be an idiot in the show, but she is wrong about pretty much everything she says in the first season.
It's uncanny because when she opens her mouth to say something,
it's almost
in retrospect,
immediately.
It's like, are you serious? That she's wrong.
Either usually it's immediately proven wrong, and if it's not immediately proven wrong, it's proven wrong the next season.
All right.
Do we want to go a tally?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We should do a tally.
The Rukia was wrong counter.
How Krillin has an owned counter, we should have a Rukia is full of shit counter.
Yeah, but I just ripping off Bleach not Bleach, Dragon Ball Z.
But it happens. Well,
it does happen pretty
often enough in the first and by extension the second season.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was she wrong about? She's wrong about Ichigo breaking out of that keto.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first ones. No, that was the second one. The first one was in episode 1 when she sends the ghost to the Soul Society and promises him that it's a beautiful place where everyone is happy.
Oh, yes. As long as you're not in District 79 or 80.
Even District 1 is a piece of shit. That's where they land when they go to the Soul Society.
Was that District 1?
Yeah, that's District 1, the best place. And everyone's still in rags. Edo period Japan.
The afterlife's good as long as you love Edo period Japan.
Was that Edo? Was Samurai Champloo Edo?
Oh, it was Totes Edo.
Yeah.
It was like...
Edo or Meiji?
Edo was the best period in Japan because everybody was allowed to do whatever the fuck they wanted, which was great for anime.
It's like Edo or Meiji, one of the two.
Meiji was Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, I know it was. That's when things started to get a bit more westernized.
It was Samurai Champloo was Edo.
No, I'm talking about like the setting of the Soul Society. I think it's more Edo because there's not a lot of westernization in Bleach Soul Society culture.
I forgot this is gonna be prevalent in season 2, but when there's an alarm, it's just like
a wooden block.
Yeah, clanking of a wooden block. And the first time I heard that, the first time I was watching through, which was years ago, it was back when we were still in Job Corps. I'm like going, is that what the fuck?
Well, I mean, okay, they're on like ancient Japanese technology. I guess that makes sense. But then you find out later. They have radio technology. And the Kuratsuchi's got... I have my computers to work with. Why are we still on wooden block technology?
Oh my gosh.
Nemu, look into this. I'm very confused.
So bizarre. Like, wooden blocks. There's a bunch of people just clanging to... It's dumb.
It's tradition.
So... What were we... Edo period.
Yes, we were talking about Season 1 Bleach, and how... We got really sidetracked from how wrong Rukia is.
Oh, yeah, Rukia is so wrong.
But, Menos Grande is too much for any single Soul Reaper to take on.
Hanadoro one-shots it!
Yeah, he does. And they're being taken out as foot soldiers later. So, I think someone has been bullshitting Rukia. Maybe Kaien was constantly bullshitting Rukia on 13th Squad.
Maybe she took it, like, when they said, it's too much for any one Soul Reaper at your level, she just cut out that part, and it's just too much for any one Soul Reaper. Probably, we're gonna have some subbers saying that's not what it was originally supposed to be, but...
Probably.
Or maybe the subbers are gonna be like, oh no, she's totes wrong in that one, too. Why am I saying totes?
I don't know.
So, what else is Rukia wrong about?
She was pretty... I think she was pretty sure at first that putting a soul candy into a stuffed animal wouldn't work.
Maybe she seemed kind of like... I remember her being kind of...
she was saying like, oh, that's stupid. That won't work. And then she stopped and thought about it and thought, is it gonna work? But no, out loud she said, fuck that. That's not gonna work.
Is that... Well, she's wrong about that, but I can't blame her. Because it's like, it is an idea where it's like, that can't work, can it?
That raises the question of if the soul candy went into the stuffed lion and animated it, why wasn't the, that like Pez dispenser with the duck head, why wasn't that talking?
Maybe because it was specifically designed not to talk.
You're giving them too much credit.
I'm giving Tight Kubo too much credit.
Freaking Soul Candy and Soul Bucks and Soul Miles. I think they actually used that one in the show as Spirit Miles.
I remember that. That was in the Bout arc, so it's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
But Spirit Miles.
We got Nautical Miles, why not Spirit Miles?
Oh my god. So...
And in Naruto we have Ninja Miles. No, that's not actually a thing. But...
That's not actually a thing. Speaking of ninjas... Soy phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm pushing. I don't know if this is gonna be since this is a season later.
Away, yeah.
But I'm pushing for Soy phone to be like
Grindhouse.
Grindhousey, just Hong Kong dubbing.
Yeah.
But that's a ways away.
There's not a whole lot going on with her character otherwise.
Yeah, she's
just kind of uptight.
Uptight, closeted lesbian.
I don't know if she's that closeted even.
Oh, she's okay.
I mean, she doesn't make it. She's pretty open with Yoruichi. It just doesn't really come up in conversation otherwise.
It's like Tight Kubo realized this would be a great place to slot in a ninja. Whoa, ninja. Ninja the Mission Force was a great online series. So back to season 1 a little bit.
Second episode is
something we should clarify. Should we tell them about Urahara, or wait until after season 2?
I think we should wait.
Yeah, we'll
should wait on him.
People who know what we're talking about know what we're talking about.
I forget who we cast for Urahara. I think it
was
was one of our other actors. It wasn't either of us. Because I'm in the first season, I'm Chad, the guy who punches hollows.
Yeah.
I'm
Chad.
I forget what accent we went with him, but I'm the nameless Soul Reaper.
Oh yeah.
Guy who shows up, one episode, fights Grand Fisher, and then fucks off.
Grand Fisher.
Yeah, that and the third one is Grand Fisher.
Grand Fisher. I thought you were.
I know we
we
don't want to tell them that joke.
No.
Yet.
Well, by the time this comes out,
because that's going to be episode 3 is the Grand Fisher episode. Yeah. And oh boy, are we going to have fun with that.
Careful, don't ruin your voice.
Nah, I'm good.
Hollow voices we found, as you, me, and Axel found out, they're killer on the voice. It's just
I'm all right with it. It takes a lot of breath, but it doesn't hurt my throat. But no,
I'm doing it a different way because I'm Axel Wire.
Yeah, you're Axel Wire.
Fuck, sorry, Axel.
Acid Wire.
Wire. Axel Wire.
That
is a pseudonym.
You didn't find out until we started this that the Hollows in season 1 actually have names.
No, well, I knew Grand Fisher had a name because
it's mentioned in the show. The others aren't.
Acid Wire.
Inconsequential.
I just knew him as Orihime's brother turned evil.
Yeah. There's the first episode Hollow is Fishbone D.
Really?
Yeah. I told you this.
That sounds like a rapper name.
It's Kanye West.
That sounds like the name of that dude who sung that one terrible YouTube. There's something about you, girl.
I'm not familiar.
I'll show it to you later.
And then Sora, Orihime's brother, is Acid Wire as a Hollow.
Wire. That's not that bad as far as Hollow names go.
We got Shrieker, the parakeet villain episode.
That's just boring.
Yeah, kind of generic. Orihime's in the...
Is it Tentacle?
Yeah, the tentacle monster is, Numb Chandelier?
Oh, that sounds like a cyberpunk name. Numb Chandelier. No, as an N-U-M-B?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because she numbs people, and her tentacles will make her look like a chandelier.
I'm so glad that he didn't follow this naming scheme for the fucking
Arrancar. Yeah. That'd be a little weird.
It'd be
and then we wouldn't have Wunderweiss.
Oh my!
Fun to say.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. A long ways off.
Oh, that's season 4.
Yeah, is it? No, it's probably it's later than that. We're not gonna have the whole Arrancar.
No, that's broken up into.
Yeah, we're not gonna have all of Fuego Mundo in one season because that's like 300 episodes of the series.
Fun fact is that it wasn't originally meant to be that long.
No.
Apparently, it was gonna be shorter, except that the people loved the Arancars so much.
They wanted more.
Yeah, so Shonen Jump told Tite Kubo, you need to extend it,
and he did. And he did more. And so on. And so on. And that's
probably what killed the series was that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better that like the actual story drag on than, filler hell Naruto.
I forgot. How are we gonna do those 2 filler arcs that just interrupt the story?
We talked about it. We're probably gonna make them into movies if we can.
Yeah.
Just condense them, and especially the Amagai one that just has the random ninja plot going on in the side. That's the Godfrey.
I know how movie. To. I'm probably gonna write that script myself. I'm just gonna lock myself in my room, just chain smoke something, and just
pump it out.
Yeah, just pump it out.
I don't know what the Hollow in Chad's episode is. It's also
isn't that one Shrieker? No,
the other Chad episode, the one where he protects Karin and gets his fist.
Oh, we can call him Chair Lamp or something.
I don't know if we haven't decided if Numb Chandelier is going to speak or not. I don't think.
No. There's no reason for it to
have a Cthulhu voice.
Just fucking.
I am a deep one. No, we have plans for that later on, though.
Yeah.
So we don't want to quite yet.
Now, another thing about the first season is that it kind of tricks you. Orihime is a support character because of her abilities. I kind of wanted Tatsuki to get into it more, but she ends up being the person who wants to be badass, but is just in the wrong series.
Yeah. Tatsuki was a cool character.
I'm sure
was wasted potential.
If she was in Kenichi, she would have done a lot better.
Yeah.
Or some kind of realistic martial arts series, but she's not.
She would have been the other love interest.
Oh, yeah. Or...
Hey, Tatsuki's hot.
Or maybe if she was in Tenjo Tenge.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird, but at the same...
That's kind of a series that I wanted to get into, but didn't quite. It started pretty good, but the zaniness kind of wore off. It didn't wear off, it just lost its novelty.
Yeah. The thing is that the main character is kind of a dick.
I guess, yeah.
And,
that's kind of how I feel about Kill la Kill, with the zaniness losing the novelty, too, but I've seen a lot more of it than you have so far.
Yeah, but the thing is with Kill la Kill is that...
It's got tits.
No, that...
That is a thing about it.
Hey, the first episode of Tengo Kane had a woman flashing that dude.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Shit, I need to watch it again.
No, because it'll wear off on you. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
See, the tits tease you. You think people are too distracted by fan service and Flash.
Yeah.
People,
especially Flash. That makes me sad that a lot of series with not that great writing, get off the ground and hugely popular purely because of their animation.
I was really disappointed by Attack on Titan. I really wanted it to be better than it was, but people are too threatened by... They're not that threatening looking.
Yeah,
they're not.
They're big dopey man children.
If they were being attacked by the hollows and being more like giant hollows,
giant skull masked demons.
Yeah, it's weird because you want the reactions of both series to kind of flip, because people look at these big dopey man children and are terrified by them, but these other people look at these giant shadowy skull mask figures and go,
I can take it. Especially Orihime. Orihime's got some balls as the series progresses.
Oh, yeah. People don't give her enough credit.
No.
We don't want to give that bit away.
No, we don't want to give it away yet. But earlier we were talking about the episode lineup. Because we got episode 1 is he gets the Soul Reaper powers. Then episode 2 is the Sora incident with Orihime.
Yeah, that one is called Heartless, that episode.
Because that one actually, well, that's the working title. We haven't finalized any of the titles just yet.
I'm noticing a trend in Japanese shows where the Heartless, they use the Heartless. Heartless are the new zombies, I think.
Yeah, people have had their souls removed or something along those lines. Or I honestly forget how Heartless worked because it always seems so convoluted.
Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts is very convoluted.
Oh yes, it is. But that's when you think about it, that's basically what the hollows are.
Yeah,
they have the holes in their chest. They're the spirits that were left from people and just were neglected, and their shadow sides or whatever.
Yeah, there's nobody to there's no shell that gets left behind after the Heartless is formed. But man,
it's the hole in the chest that does it, though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Did Kingdom Hearts come out first, or did Bleach come out first?
I honestly, I think Bleach, but I'm not positive.
I don't know.
Probably close to the same time, honestly.
I say a lot of things about Taikubo. I'm not going to call him a plagiarist.
No, we have Gene Simmons' son for that.
Yeah. Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah, Gene Simmons' son, in his infinite wisdom,
Gene Simmons from Kiss,
decided that he was going to be a comic book writer. And but he didn't want to put in the effort. But I guess he found out about Bleach somehow and about Japan's pretty loose copyright laws, and he decided, I'm sure no one will notice if I do this. Except it's Bleach, which is, for some reason, one of the most popular shonen series in America.
Yeah.
And he got found out about it, and he got called out about it.
Yeah, he took panels from Bleach and then traced them and modified them. He traced
over Kenpachi. He made him look like a Nazi.
Yeah, Nazi Kenpachi is a thing. And Now he did that with other series besides Bleach too. I think. Didn't he?
It's I don't know.
No, there was a lot of tracing involved, and someone saw it, and
notified.
They tweeted Tite Kubo about it,
and Tite Kubo's response was, "Gene Simmons' son draws comics."
Yeah, he didn't really care that it had been used. He was just more surprised by that fact. Also, it was at like 2 a.m. and it woke him up on his phone, didn't it?
I don't know. I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah.
Japan is like across the country.
Yeah, across
the planet. Sorry, across the ocean.
Yeah, we're keeping the Orihime Sora thing because that actually has a lot of useful plot exposition in it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll keep the whole neuralizer bullshit they put on her.
I don't remember how we treated that. We'll probably have to bring
it
at some point.
I don't.
I mean, Orihime is Orihime. No one would believe her story anyway.
Yeah. I just remember a gag we're doing with Chad, but I'm gonna keep that.
Oh yeah, that's that's a later episode. I think it's end of episode 3. Yeah, that episode 3 is the Grand Fisher episode, and then we finally get into Uryu territory.
All right. So yeah, Uryu.
That's where we're at now.
Poor Uryu.
Yeah,
well, poor Uryu.
I don't know how people are gonna react to Uryu, because we're doing,
I don't know.
It's such a good story of how we decided what we were going to do with him, but we can't tell it because that would give it away now.
Oh yes,
we'll have to save it for a future podcast.
Save it for a future podcast.
But gonna be a lot of fun with Uryu, and a lot of fun with the bounce are all gonna be.
Well, we can go crazy with it. We have an unwritten rule that if the character is a big character, we can go nuts with them.
Yeah,
because they're not going to matter.
The bounce we're a little undecided about because it is a filler arc, but it's also probably a lot too long to compress into a movie.
Yeah,
it's also, in my opinion, a pretty damn good filler arc.
For a filler arc, they put in a lot of effort.
Yeah,
and it fits, speaking of plagiarism,
and it fits into the story.
Speaking of unintentional, it's not plagiarism. It's more like recycling.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's Noriyuki Abe is the director of the Bleach anime, and he also directed.
He also directed Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes, he did. And another fantastic shonen series.
Oh my god, that is another.
Well,
it's a fantastic shonen series.
Yeah, the shonen series. If you haven't watched it, then you haven't watched shonen as it must be.
Oh yes, it's terrific.
No, there's pretty much most of the Bount arc, if not, most of it is pretty much directly recycled from one of the arcs in Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's the final arc. The second to final arc.
The
chapter black. I almost called it the Bible black.
There are 3 major arcs in Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's the second of the 3.
Yes. Well, there's 3 major arcs, and then there's 3 tournament arcs.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's the leading up to the first arc, the Dark Tournament, and that's they've got arcs in there, but they're all smaller arcs with kind of Monster of the Week villains.
Yeah.
More so than the big bads. It's like the Saiyan arc before the actual Frieza arc.
I like Yu Yu Hakusho just because
it's very well written, and the dub, despite it being one of the early ones that took a lot of liberties, is better for it. Yeah. Is one of the very few that many people actually agree on that point on.
I think my favorite dub of all time is probably Baccano, though.
Yeah.
Because they got the accents down perfectly. And people who say it's better subbed, I'm sorry, I disagree.
Yeah. If you don't own this piece of animation history, then you are stupid.
Yes, I know it's insulting, but it's the truth.
That was some guy's review of Donkey Kong Country,
yes, right? Yes. Shut it.
We mentioned you pay us. What were we talking? We were talking about dubs. I honestly don't know what my favorite dub is. I mean, I love the hamminess of Code Geass, but it also had a couple of very not great voices in there. Just a couple that brought it down.
Oh, why don't you give me an example?
Nina.
You don't like Nina. You're biased.
I don't like Nina as a character, but she's also not voiced very well. And also Shirley. They're both very unnecessarily whispery. And like broken in the terms of their voice. They sound like they're cracking as women. Which is impressive, honestly. That has to take effort.
Impressively bad.
Yeah. And I guess Euphemia is kind of the same, but with her whispery tone, but she doesn't crack at least.
Well, you're talking about two characters that crack mentally. That Nina crack who cracks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so...
But still, even before any of that is happens or is even implied.
Maybe it's wow. Wait for my throat to go during recording.
You know I've been meaning to get to at some point is we need to watch the new Sailor Moon dub. See how that turned out. Mostly because the two cats are Ichigo and Rukia. Because why not?
However many timelines. What was that line? It was like...
Huh?
Remember, there was a scene in Bleach where Orihime is like standing over asleep Ichigo, and she's like saying, no matter however many lifetimes, I'll always fall in love with you. And immediately after we saw that, we watched several other series. We realized both that actor and that Wait, Rukia. Fuck. No,
yeah,
I'm thinking Orihime.
Although, wasn't it in Tenjo Tenge that Johnny Young Bosch and Orihime were together
yes,
again?
But they were on opposite sides of a love triangle.
Oh, yeah.
With... Shoot, I don't remember who that voice actor is.
I think there was another series where there was another... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Haruhi. They're both in that as well, even though they're not really implied to be together. But, I mean, they're friends.
They're friends.
And Yoruichi's in that, Wendy Lee. I don't remember if Michelle Ruff was or not, Rukia.
I don't remember either. It's been a while since... Well...
I really like the Paranoia Agent dub.
I love Paranoia Agent in general. It's just a really good series.
It is, yeah.
It's serious. Paranoia Agent is very trippy.
It is. It's a psychological thriller.
I think that's two of my top three is Paranoia Agent, Bakano. I don't know what my third one is.
Big O. I like the dub of Big O, even if the series itself had some problems.
Yeah, some problems is putting it like.
I mean, it was all right up until, the very tail end.
Oh,
that's what got you. You were enjoying it up until the ending.
I literally
then the ending destroyed it for you.
At the laptop, at the
screen.
The screen, just fuck you, Big O.
Yeah, there's no closure in that ending whatsoever.
I tried watching Hui after that, but I was broken.
It was the Gynax ending to end all Gynax endings.
It wasn't made by Gynax.
I know.
It was Sunrise. They should know. They know their shit. They did Gundam.
Obviously not. I mean, at least Big O had the coolest giant robot designs.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Victorian brute.
Oh, So, speaking of giant robots, one of the things I do, besides doing this and finding a job, is I'm an aspiring novelist or a writer. And one of the ideas I have two ideas currently that I'm focusing on. One of which is a cross country like worst road trip ever called Cannabis Run. I'm hoping to do that. And the other one you convinced me is just a world where everybody has a giant robot. It's tentatively titled Hydrogen Nitro.
Yeah, it's just an everyday occurrence.
Well,
you were talking about the other day. You really like Megas XLR.
Oh,
and
yeah,
how chill everyone was with that guy having a giant robot.
It was. I know in any normal situation it wouldn't happen, but it was just kind of cool how people were looking at this dude, the car just perched on a giant robot, and people were like, well, you still got to get that registered at the DMV, bro. Got to get that plated and stuff.
The ultra customized model.
Oh, yeah. No, Megas was fun, because it was just a dude who would realistically want a giant robot having a giant robot.
And Stephen Bloom was in it.
Yeah, he was. I forgot about that.
I don't remember. I think the voice of the female lead was also someone well known, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, that series didn't get the ending it deserved.
Yeah,
which was a shame because it was fantastic.
Yeah, that is one thing I will say about Code Lyoko, which you're resistant to, is that it developed over time. The characters changed, and it ended. It got a proper ending.
It got a proper ending. It's also one of the few French anime.
Yeah, well, French animations.
Yeah.
Is well known over here.
Yeah, the only other one is like Wakfu.
Persepolis.
Persepolis. That was French.
Yeah, it was.
That was an art movie though.
Yeah,
it was
very weird.
It was also based on a true story.
Yeah. So that's a little different.
So first episode 0 of Bleach, we don't end up talking about Bleach a whole lot.
No, I mean we much here and there. We talked about Bleach. We had
we talked about as much Bleach as we could. As much Bleach as we could without having any Bleach.
What are some season 2 characters we have that are confirmed? You have Kenpachi.
Yes,
and
I have. I better
Kurotsuchi.
have fucking Kenpachi.
Are those the only 2?
The female roles we have.
Well, no, I mean
we have the one.
The ones
we
that
don't have a code name for that actress. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's all right. But
the nameless voice actress is doing
Momo, Rangiku,
Momo.
and
she had a terrific Momo.
Yeah, she did really good Momo, and she's spot on for Isane.
Yes,
and
she had a few other ones.
She's also doing Unohana. She's doing both the captain and the lieutenant.
Yep.
But it's okay because it doesn't matter. Unohana. We're looking at a British voice for Unohana because she did it at the casting.
She did it just apropos of nothing, and it was really good.
We realized it fit her.
It was awesome. It was like
screw it. Let's do Botan Unohana.
And then, which is funny because before that, a person was trying to do Scottish Renji, and I liked it, but I realized it's kind of out there.
Yeah, it's changing too much. I think.
Yeah. But British Unohana it clicks.
Yeah, it's more fitting for the character.
That's another thing we should mention before really like this podcast ends is we had a really difficult time pegging down Renji.
Yeah, it
is hard because Renji is just
he's a
nothing.
Generic character. He's the Yamcha of the show. He usually loses or gets his ass kicked, and. I mean, you didn't want to do that to him because you didn't feel that way, but we need to watch through the series again so I can drill it into you better. How he loses every time.
He's got tattoos, red hair, and nothing else.
No, and he's the underdog of the show, and so
he's the underdog.
He came from the slums with Rukia, so I had this idea where we were going to do like a thug bit for him.
Of course, because
in contrast with Byakuya's high society aristocratic thing.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a funny duality. But the issue is that no one we have can do the thug street kind of voice.
Without being racist.
Well, it doesn't have anything necessarily to do with race.
No, whatever, but...
You ever watch Eminem?
That's true.
But no, we want to do that, but no one could get the voice right. So we might just have to settle with like doing that as a character bit, but not having the voice for it. Yeah. But we don't know what we're quite doing with Renji yet.
Yeah, the voice is just...
We know what we're going to do for his first appearance.
Yes.
So that's all we need for season 1.
That's all we need for season 1. We don't know the voice yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know what kind of voice he's going to have in season 1 for his brief appearance.
Yes. Yeah, we know, but his regular voice.
Yeah, that's still up in the air for now.
Is it?
No, I'm Aizen.
Yes, you are Aizen.
And screw it, I'm gonna open the casting sheet.
Yeah, do it. Let's run it down.
It'll be the last thing we do before we end this video or this podcast.
And keep in mind, we've still got a couple of weeks to go before recording, so this could change at any point.
So this is a special pre-production episode.
The carpenter is Don Kanonji.
Oh yeah.
He did a really good one.
Yeah.
Which is weird because the carpenter in real life, he went to the casting call, and he doesn't know, he never watched Bleach, and he didn't, which was fine because a couple of other people didn't watch Bleach
anime at all.
But he doesn't watch anime at all.
No.
And I'm like, I was kind of amused, but he does get down the voices pretty well.
We have a perfect cone. Otaku is spot on.
Oh my god, perfect.
We had a few roles that were just absolutely made for these people, and we had two, Otaku and Axel. Their normal speaking voices both sound exactly like Uryu.
Yes, and
The only difference was that Utaku is not a big fan of Uryu as a character.
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah, so we gave it to Axel instead.
Who is a big fan of the character.
Yeah. But no, it's just... which is cool that we got two people that sound exactly like him, but at the same time, every time they try to do a different character, it usually sounds like Uryu trying to do that character.
And every time that happens, it's just like, you are a great Uryu.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because Uryu is a major character, one of the big five. I think I'm the only one who isn't like a big five character.
Who are you in the first season? You're Ishin Kurosaki.
Yep.
I know you have 3 roles like everyone else.
Yeah. Ishin,
Acid
Wire.
You got the Acid Wire, and you're Tessai. You do a really good Tessai.
Yeah, Tessai's a... Who's Urahara?
Urahara, who is that? Facing away from the mic, I probably shouldn't be.
That's fine.
Let's see, Kisuke... Axel is voicing Kisuke Urahara.
Oh, yeah.
Kisuke and Uryu and Kisuke.
Yeah, together forever.
Ooh. No, I don't think we...
We didn't cast any of the males in season 2.
Well, we had a couple that we were thinking about for us. I know you want to do Shunsui Kyoraku. I know you want
I don't know
him
if
badly.
I can do it. I've since changed my mind. I don't think I can do him. Especially the...
He is a great character, though.
Yeah, he's a terrific character. And there's a bit that I came up with that I hope we get to do.
Yeah.
And you know which one I'm talking about.
No,
I assume.
The only ones we have confirmed for season 2 are Miya's Aizen, Miya's Kuratsuchi, and Yua's Kenpachi are the 3. But we've got a few others, like Yumichika Ayasigawa. I got to work on that if I'm going to do him. We still have to have a full casting call for season 2.
Yes. Ikaku is also difficult to do.
Yeah, we got to get that crazed... Yeah. We have to get that crazy Kaku, but at the same time, he has to be able to do the lucky voice.
See, the thing is, we're trying to
lucky me.
It's funny because we're trying to match Vic Mignogna, and we can't do it.
I mean, it's cool if we can, but if we can't, we just that's our policy is that we want to see if we can come close to the actual voices, just for like, to appease to the fans and everything. But if we can't do it with the people we have, then we just go with whatever voice suits the character best among who we have,
unless we find one where this alternate character interpretation matches the character so well that we just popo it. Which is something that we were joking about with One Piece, bringing it all the way back.
We had I think it was one of our online correspondents who is really obsessed with Mr. Popo. Like, if he wanted to do a character voice, and we'll keep him on reserve for background characters, but
wasn't every the same person that was also like the engineer?
Him. As of right now, he's our audio engineer. We'll see if he's still able to continue doing that into the future. But no, every time he did a character voice, he wanted to make it some combination of someone in Mr. Popo. He just really wants to voice Mr. Popo.
Because when we were doing we were doing it on we had him on Skype, and you were telling me about this, and I'm like, I'm sure you're exaggerating a little bit. And then as we were there, he then's like, well, I was thinking for this character we could do this in a combination with Mr. Popo. I'm just like,
I don't want to make fun of the guy.
No, we're not making fun of him.
It's important to have a sound engineer.
Yeah, it's good to have it's just...
We're not going to have a Mr. Popo in the series.
We're not... No, because there's no Mr. Popo in Bleach he'd be kind of out of place, both in his abridged version and his normal version.
Yes, he would. Maybe he's that missing 4th seat.
Mr.
Title drop.
Yes. And
with that, I think we're done here. Yes. Should we end the podcast?
Yes. We don't actually... This is episode 0, so we don't actually have anything you can like and subscribe to.
But hopefully you do by the time you're watching this.
Yes, we'll have it out in the description of wherever we're posting this.
So watch our shit, spread our shit.
We're going to have to come up with a better tagline for this.
Do we?
Yeah.
Nah, that's great.
Watch and spread our shit.
See you next week, everyone. Or see you some other time. Jack and Xelrog.
We're done here.
Bye.